Premo ato midofo pamemo ahanma mo akwaba kese ediaba ASHANTI Prime TV so emra son sense ma mensaka e wo man Ghana ne amahodo so ne edika editio se nufo aso ne so no akutie edi agu krata so edi ama mede ba beso mo se Prime mewia prem to brekase ense mewia mede ba beso mo no edos bebre ne edi makuti ne bi ani e kasama for ma shibe dwafie eye right honorable eye Babin Kingsford Urban Sumana Eden Sembi atu abontene. Sans na ye honorable Samuel Atamos enso akasa. Ense mweni nsema udropia kana mde ba besomu e wakase bokwan so. Mi amaje pene edi awi akase boy ba besomu mediane. Miss now start mi twa me ho aba. Afeje brain na me fakase wonchemu ensomu be America kranie na donkuma omrachi bedwafie kasa edeto abonten se eye anti LGBTQ eye bill no eye ade a NDC amanuku ni mpanifo honom no empeso ne won be ya adwene na wa pass bill no eno na nam so amene Speaker of Parliament eye Right Honorable eye Babin Kingsford Urban Sumana akasa ediato abonten se mra eye mrachi bedwafie adehye ehwehwe sabe onum no mo pass edekoma His Excellency former President Nana Danko Akufo-Addo no ade asamre no etwam nti mre ya aban foforo aba no behye no wasan so edebe na betum rashi bedwafie no adi ho dwuma.
The 8th Parliament is history. So are all the businesses that were pending in the 8th Parliament. They all ended with the 8th Parliament. And so we have a new Parliament, the 9th Parliament. And therefore what was pending there came to an end and had to be reintroduced. And so it was reintroduced. In spite of the challenges I had with the former president, it was actually transmitted to the former president. They wrote to tell us that they will not assent to it. The only constitutional error they committed was they didn't give us the reasons why they will not assent to it. And they did not also transmit the bill back to us. They imprisoned it there. And so we didn't get the bill back. So the 9th Parliament, on resumption, took back the bill, and as you recall, that's a private member's bill. And so members of this House took it up. They've gone through the whole process as detailed out in our standing orders. But as it went through the process, the new government indicated that they wanted to take it as a public bill. I personally disagreed. I made it known to His Excellency the President that this is an initiative of our people, the traditional leaders, the religious leaders, civil society leaders. Ghanaians wanted this bill passed through private members' bill. And so be it. We'll process it as private members' bill. Now, the processes had finished, and as you know, it has to come back to the Speaker. You know, our rules have given what the Speaker is expected to do. which I will do before it can be laid in the House. That was not done. And so when it was put on the order paper, I queried it because you haven't heard from me according to the standing order. So that will be done before it's laid before the House. But because a lot of work has already been done, we think that it's going to have smooth process in the House because both sides of the House now support it, and His Excellency the President has given indication that he's ready and willing at any time that is passed by the House to assent to it. Honorable members, this language was proposed by me as the chairman of the Constitutional and Legal Committee. Initially, our laws were not passed that way. But the 1992 Constitution is clear in its rendition. We had to debate this as to how to couch the intro, or what we call the preamble of the bills. The preamble of the bills, which legally is termed the enacting formula of bills. There was a debate chaired by the then Speaker, D.F. Anang, and I had to propose this, and everybody was convinced, and it's been adopted since then. And that's why you have it, we will say, passed by the Parliament of Ghana and assented to by the President. That was not the enacting formula.
Yenzo akasi ebone so Honorable Samuel Atamels akasa area to abonten se eyade a ECG adwumekuo no omabo oman Ghana kayi pa isansa fe 2023 no was say oman ni sika nko 180 million Ghana cedis a enya board approve say use this can.
But you spent 12.2. Staff fuel. Hey, did they drive around the world? Budget was 2.8, and you spent 3.6 million. Communication expenses, ECG. Their budget was 4.2, but you spent 7.9 million. Consultancy, budget was 40 million, but you spent 58.6 million. All these you did it on your own without even board approval. Industrial relations, your budget was 2 million, but you spent 13 million. Stakeholders' expenses, your budget was 3.1 million, and you spent 49 million. And you want to increase our tariffs. Publicity, your budget was 5.7, and you spent 21.8 million. Professional fees and subscription, you were supposed to spend 731,000 cedis, and you spent 1.5 million. Overseas travel expenses, you were supposed to spend 14 million, and you spent 29.8 million. Call center expenses, you were supposed to spend 23.5 million, you spent 29.3 million. So budget approval was for 144 million, you spent 333 million. That's excess of 189.2 million. This shows financial indiscipline. And the recommendation over here is that sanctions under Section 96 of the Public Financial Management Act 216, Act 921, should be applied to the officers involved. We also urge management to efficiently monitor and control the company's expenses. CEO, those managers who were involved, I'm recommending.
I say, yeah, ASHANTI honsem so akasa edi ato abonte so bestre eye architects ahodro mo manga mu hanu say wo mudwumadi aya wo mudi no say eye entity ya wanya edi afri dwumadi enum ye fe bibi say eye professionalism bibi biara obeye ne ro say omu hu anaso mu make sure say dachi bia na ye fe won so mudwumadi o madi enu mu ho akonta obetumi ebu e wa brankika ye bia enko ho
remains rooted in excellence, integrity, and innovation, shaping Ghana's built environment with vision and foresight. To the 43 newly inducted architects, I extend my heartfelt congratulations once again. Your achievement is not only a personal milestone, but also a national asset, a testament to perseverance, discipline, and intellectual rigor. You are entering this profession at a pivotal moment as Ghana reimagines its urban and spatial future guided by principles of sustainability, inclusion, and resilience. Let us also recognize those whose unwavering support has made this day possible. To the parents and guardians, your sacrifices and trust have nurtured the dreams that culminate in this proud moment. To the lecturers, mentors, and academic staff who have guided these young professionals, your wisdom, patience, and outstanding leadership have shaped character, sharpened intellect, and inspired purpose.
The data we have from National Road Safety Authority suggests that majority of accidents happen because of driver error. But I also know that government must take steps to improve the nature of our roads. It is not for any other reason that government is investing over 70 billion Ghana cedi in improving the road network in our country this year. And I think whilst the roads improve, our conduct as road users, drivers and pedestrians must also improve to make sure we save lives. So we are addressing the same thing by improving the condition of the road. But that will not take away the fact that, drivers who are not responding professionally to their code of conduct as drivers also needed to improve so that together we can drastically reduce the menace of road accidents or carnage on our
Nena started camera dress wansem Ghana ha achepa ha yi sometime back crime say yeba be lucky bi num ne ade e free ho no ye ne omo edi nkomo atry ya ye ne ayo say ye bia say ye be so omo nsem na ya bo omo na ya trom kwan pa e wo so omo fa so e de ye mattress a wo da so a enkofa nsunsuanso boni bia emfa mbambe maw na emom se sa nkomo ya ne omo edi ne nyoma ya ye ne yakọ mu na se o se ye na ye de bo omo nyina echi no nkrofo ahye omo timu po se bonia na omo beye se mattress no ne enye no enoa na se de ye be produce na ye di egu krum se Ghana for ye nto na ye use na ye nya problem nti enne ye bae a yese se papa anya hwe abone so nya hwe kasa ye ne omo aka nyina na emwa epese ye de bo omo nyina echi no omo decide se bone na omo pese omo ye nti enne ye bae a
So I know Munyam for Richard ni amakwe say o my Ghana ye ka businessman a wodi mu e wa hanum say pa untumi momodi abra wombo e yon Munyam for Richard edin ne wode e ye nkranhyesem ene afutusem hwenko akọ e de ama mabuna o my Ghana ha say titiri ene wona waye na wadwen so wode wonsa e be ye adwuma no wo kire won say so pese wodi mu e wo man mu ana say wiase a ene ama e wo say wo yifiri wa abra bom ne ne ama e wo say ofre say emeka wa abra. But
I think that we have to, you cannot give what you don't have. Today, I may be seen to be giving, but I was never given years back. If you are in bondage yourself, you can't set others free. You have to free yourself from bondage to be able to set other people free. Today I may be giving because I spend time focused to build, and so I can give easily, freely, and still have some for myself and my family. And so this is just an advice for all of you. Okay?
Yeah, and so I can see a bonus so I will be my company video about better abontene abranti wa wususu say we ye soldier ni akwakoto ahye ye drugstore ye attendant e ho ne ha onyina no say osoma abemu as wo meto aduro ye 65 cedis emfa emre no na abemu no beto aduro no e de kowie no no ankasa sande aduro ne baaye say ompe na abranti wa wo no ma oton ndo ne so try say wo chirichirim achre no say aduro de obi beje kwa ye nsan emfa mba biem eme emfa nipa ne sika emani bi nense kame ese na osre ni koko e wosra we nya abotre eye nuanom eye GH1 ene the video yi ebeto abontene
No, you don't beat people up like that. What that? What map? Yeah, no, that's how you. Who got you? No, no, what pushing? Okay, yeah, who go? They should bring the change. How much? I gave him 30. Who is that man? You did that last week somewhere, right? Yeah, we have all you need to do. How much did you give? How much did you give? What? You say what? What? Give me my money. Hey, what could we do? Who do you so I don't want you to listen. Hey, Muche!
Yanto akasi ebono so ene ye nuenum a womuchi eye pragia anase beka ne se wukada omakasa de omade hreje ato National Youth Authority mpanimfo enim se wonjumedie na wodi ne ebimu e wotumekata wodidi wonjuma nenso e kamia se wote wonhugu abontene so se wodi djuma na aposifo atete na ye abro mo so to besre mpanimfo se wonhwe no nka bima won.
Entities are seeking to, merge so that we can bring all motor riding related businesses under one umbrella. And then also, we are here also to let you know about some of our key grievances and then our recent encounter that some of our members faced with Tesano police station. That is why we are here.
The police harassment on the road is too much for us. That we are calling on the CEO to step in. He's also the deputy youth organizer of the NDC, the ruling party. So as his party is in power, they have promised us that they were coming to legalize Okada and help us have a lot of goodies. So we are relying on them to do their promise. They should walk the talk for us.
We are very grateful for receiving this petition today from the Motorcycle Query Union. We also want to assure you that we will do whatever we are supposed to do to make sure that some of the grievances that you people have leveled will be taken care of. We also want to thank you for recognizing the National Youth Authority as it being the umbrella authority for all youth concerned. We know that most of the people that are riding these motorcycles are youth. And then you are also contributing to the national development of the country. We know how the motorcycle has become a good business for most of young people that are also gaining and also making living for themselves. So whatever that we are supposed to do to make sure that there is harmony between the motorcycle and then the police authority and all relevant authorities, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll also present the petition
to our youth ministry. Because now the Excellency John Dramani Mahama has established a youth ministry, which is the Ministry for Youth Development and Empowerment, to take care of.
Also, after Shengomesiansem, so Ayonimonyan for Haruna Ijutu in the Wakasa Ediatuabon says, Emerso, Sebi Brema Manama, who joining in a Yadia Mumesiansem, Mahu, a here ye pania disika puju, a room, Nankobasa Brinia Brina, yet Nasi, say a chance will be free in mind so Ababaye Androye and Sani Mumesiansem etumietumpon.
We all are witnesses to the compelling factor of dwindling commitment and investment by donors in education in Africa. Therefore, we cannot continue to rely on donor support to finance our education system. We are compelled to look within. We have the number of out-of-school children growing and increasing. In every other part of the world, in every other continent, the number keeps decreasing. But for Africa, the number is growing. How committed are we as government to invest more in education and to look for resources within our countries?
Yeah, to akasi eboneso ani efiri o mangana na edi ani kwa kuchiremu ewa mahodro nsemu eye China mampanyini eye onmunyamfo eye Xi eye Jinping woni US mampanyi eye Donald Trump ene o matna se eye dwadie nkita hudie da amanaman mienu ntem na kwan obefa so a obetumi aye na amanaman mienu ni nyina enya so mfa so.
We are actually looking at live pictures of President Xi across the table to President Trump, their negotiators beside them.
Yep. It's just more a photo opportunity. The talks, of course, will be held behind closed doors. And it is unknown. I mean, Julie, you were saying that as much as 2 hours had been set aside for this possible meeting. And I would hazard a guess that the longer it takes, the more progress is being made. I mean, a quick meeting without a resolution, of course, would be the less desirable.
Mr. Trump is making some sort of an opening remarks. Maybe we can listen in as well.
We should agree to a lot of things, and we'll agree to some more right now. But President Xi is a great leader of a great country, and I think we're going to have a fantastic relationship for a long period of time. And it's an honor to have you with us. Thank you very much.
All right, let's get back to you, Yoon Suk, even as we look at these pictures now. Could President Trump's absence from the meeting in Gyeongju overshadow the APEC agenda? All right, hang on a second. Xi Jinping is speaking now.
It's been many years since your re-election. We have spoken on the phone 3 times, exchanged several letters, and stayed in close contact. And our joint guidance, China-US relations have remained stable on the whole. Given our different national conditions, we do not always see eye to eye with each other. And it is normal for the 2 leading economies of the world to have frictions now and then. And in the face of winds, waves, and challenges, you and I, at the helm of China-US relations, should stay the right course and ensure the steady sailing forward of the giant ship of China-US relations. I always believe that China's development goes hand in hand with your vision to make America great again. Our 2 countries are fully able to help each other succeed and prosper together. Over the years, I have stated in public many times that China and the United States should be partners and friends. This is what history has taught us and what reality demands. A few days ago, in the latest round of consultation, our 2 economic and trade teams reached basic consensus on addressing our respective major concerns and made encouraging progress. This provided the necessary conditions for our meeting today. Mr. President, I am ready to continue working with you to build a solid foundation for China-US relations and create a sound atmosphere for the development of both countries. Mr. President, you care a lot about world peace, and you're very enthusiastic about settling various regional hotspot issues. I appreciate your great contribution to the recent conclusion of the Gaza ceasefire agreement. During your visit to Malaysia, you witnessed the signing of the Joint Declaration on Peace along the Cambodia-Thailand border.
Singapore Prime Minister Ayon Wenyang for Lawrence Wong Nene Wakasa so obesire eye ku edin da omo so eye ASEAN na afin so China say ye dwade nkita hudie da wo mienu item no won hwe no onye nsesan kakra ewom.
The newly signed Free Trade Area 3.0 agreement. He said the deal will cut trade barriers, improve supply chains, and open the door for collaboration in future industries like the digital economy and green technology. In the room was Chinese Premier Li Qiang, who Mr. Wong said has shown commitment to engage closely with this region. Mr. Wong also called for better flight connections and smoother data flows to support digital trade. He also welcomed China's support for the ASEAN Power Grid, which will strengthen energy security and expand renewable energy cooperation across the region. Singapore, he added, will continue to partner China on sustainability through training and development programs.
Onmunyan for a Sani Osman a company for what that a yasu a share Bambo Honsam so our Nigeria for no company for no bako ehu and then wakasa edia to abontin says he said the Yamanama Hoduo a yawanasra for a dijumamane ya kono or bon homo den say or mine ebitum pono says a Nigeria for a pese wanasra for and so bon homo den sadi and nemrason so this ika pudupa era a bambo asue yenum said a asra for no to be to me ayo mujuma said yes and fata.
Creditably well. And what are those things that you need to do? You know, you talked about, excuse me, the best form of welfare to a soldier first is training. He or she must be well trained, and then you equip him. Then you create an enabling environment. Every entitlement due to him or her is given as at when due. And remember again, some of them have been at the theaters of the operation for some years, 3, 4 years, some up to 6 years. And within that last 6 years, they have not even had maybe an interrupted 60 days with their families. Now the families tend to take care. They have children. Some of them, they have aged parents and all the rest. So to what extent are the remunerations? But most importantly, what are those infrastructures that are available within the barrack community for those families to be able to fend? The educational system, you know, the other things, as it were. And you remember, even accommodation is a problem, right? Even in Abuja and elsewhere too. So these are the issues that you really have to create an enabling environment. I know that the money is not there, and I'm so glad all the 4 of them, they all talked about the National Assembly, and overheard one of the members of the National Assembly was saying that any time the military look for you know, funds, they are always been given. And I like what the Chief of Air Staff said, the security does not come cheap. So these are the things that we have to look at it first and foremost, and that is where the Nigerian state, I mean the Nigerian people come into play, and the government come into play, given the existential threat we are facing. So we need to really
Yentu akasi ebone so ewo Kenya mine ne ya dia rehosem esi wo hono pa ya dia plane crash akoso ewo hono mama emprempre no eye wiem hyenkafo ana eye wo didwuma no atona nanom ewo nsiedu na kwansrafo ni pedu enso atona nanom ewo nsiedu.
On the Indian Ocean to the world-famous Masai Mara Reserve. 10 Hungarian and German visitors and the Kenyan pilot died in the incident.
We want to assure the public that safety of our passengers is a top priority for us. This is unfortunate. It is never expected.
The plane crashed just 40 kilometers from the Diani airstrip and burst into flames on impact, leaving charred wreckage at the scene. It's not clear what time the plane was located.
It's actually terrifying. I would really, I don't know what happened to the first witnesses of the scene.
Investigators have been sent to the scene to determine the cause of the accident, but their suggestions it could have been due to bad weather. The operating airline Mombasa ASHANTI.
Shannon Swami Sekasibuye Chegu Eo Facebook Live, Ashanti Prime TV, YouTube, Ashanti Prime TV, and TikTok, and say Ashanti Prime TV. We shall no comment, or like no share a day amaye. And some of the best some more, Kasebo Quans where we need also ye, near Dimakutini be any. Kasama for Rashibi Jeffy, Right Honorable Barben Kingsford Aban. Sumana Edinsembi eto abonten san so eno nunyam for Samuel Atamels enso ekasaye as ye sha dan sie ho nsem so mpanimfo Edinsembi so to abonten same way enensima odu pie ka na mede be som wo se prime awia prem to break asie mi am je pene e de awia kase boy be som mo mediane mes nafsat makra obia.
Ashanti Prime TV. Aha, and anokware ne wo.
Ebusia, nokura ehia poma ansa na wanante. Na se nokura togusu mpo a eye ntro. Ensem pii ena etwabu ye monten so. Ye fiefiem, ye nwumam ene ye media ne so. Nanso asembisa ne se, emu de ehe ena ye nokure. Enu nti na ye mpese obi biara etum futrogu wani nti. Ashanti Prime TV mpanyifo ye hyehyɛ dwumadie soronko a yato ne din se, nokure nsem mi opi amoako metina madi dwumadie mu kyeame aha ene eka amanyosem aman kyekireye ne nka nkro ne mpuntu ene ade biara ye de kyekire man emane yeye ne ye ka no nokure so ye ka nokure kyire tumi wo abra ye ni atem enti hyiame opi amoako ewo nokure nsem so afiri dwuada ekopem efiada anwumere na nwotwe kopem se nonkono ebebo apamu nokure nsem aha ene ye ka nokure kyire tumi wo abra ye ni atem. Ashanti Prime TV. Aha, nanokure no wo.
Hello, beloved. We are coming your way with a good news live on Ashanti Prime TV. It's a program that is going to bring a lot of spiritual refreshment. It's going to be a blessing unto your life. It's called Prayer Line Connect. It's going to be happening on Mondays, 11 p.m., Wednesdays, 11 p.m., and on Fridays at 11 a.m. It's going to be a time of refreshment in the spirit, a time where the Lord will minister to us by the word, by prayer, and by the prophetic that will bring deliverance to our lives in a lot of ways.